Now coming up next, a very interesting tag team matchup. Miss Linda teaming with the ever-popular Tina Moretti against a treacherous trio, if you will, of Bad, Black, and Beautiful. Prior to the match, a couple of days before, I had the opportunity to talk to Miss Linda and one very exotic Adrian Street.
I'm glad you could be here because it's going to be a fun night in my penthouse tonight. My guests, exotic Adrian and Miss Linda. And Adrian, I've got to ask you, is there anything I can do tonight to try and bring you out of your shell a bit?
Well, I'm Leglocks Liberace. I'm exotic Adrian Street. I can make a deathlock dainty. I can bake a nutcracker sweet. I've got no candelabra, and I cannot play a note. But I hear a moonlight sonata every time I grab a throat.
I told you it was going to be a fun night after all. Adrian, let me ask you. You and Miss Linda, of course, the reigning mixed world tag team champions. But I almost get the impression, other than that title, you're really not interested in any of the other wrestling championships.
I've held them all, dear, every one of them. You name them, and these are the most prestigious titles in the world, so these are the ones that we really must look after.
Yeah.
Well, there's no question. You know, interestingly, a couple of weeks back, we did a segment on Inside the LPWA on you and Miss Linda. You have a tremendous amount of merchandise, and talk about varied careers.
Well, I was a rock and roll star before I was even a professional wrestler, and yes, I'm working on my third record album at the moment. The first one is Shake, Wrestle and Roll, and it's followed up by Naughty But It's Nice, and then it's going to be MTV, Mayhem,
Really?
Torture and Violence.
An appropriate title. You know, you talk about your rock and roll records. A lot of fans have written in, asked me, have you ever thought about the possibility of singing on the program?
Oh, it'd be wonderful. I'd love to sing on the program. You just try and stop me.
Well, we'll try and work that out. Now, besides singing, I understand you're a very accomplished writer as well.
I've written a book, also called Shake, Wrestle and Roll, from a screenplay that I've written. I've written all the music for it, and I'm hoping that's going to be on the silver screen in a very, very near future.
Well, with the success you've had, it wouldn't surprise me one bit. And I know I'm certainly glad that you and Miss Linda are here in the LPWA. It's time. You're taking wrestling in almost new dimensions. Speaking of time, if you're ready, I think dinner's just about ready to be served.
Wonderful idea.
I love Chateaubriand.
Well, that's a change. They didn't come out and beat up their opponents.
At least they waited for the introductions. We'll see if their styles change. Could well be. They've been disqualified the last 2 times out, Sarge.
Well, I think Wally Carbo had a little talk with him, that's for sure.
Drop kick by Tina Moretti on Black Venus. Tina's really created quite a stir. Little but very mighty. Now look at that, goes for cover. Got a count of 2 on Black Venus.
Black Venus, a very strong, capable wrestler.
As is her partner, the Bad Girl. Look at this. He just gets her off by the club of the neck and just throws her off. I'd like to see a set of strength between those two.
That would be a good one.
Again, as they continue to double team, remember these matches are a presentation of the Ladies Professional Wrestling Association Incorporated, and a rebroadcast or reproduction without the express written consent of the LPWA is prohibited, and our fine director, Merrill Mauser, gets upset as well.
I have to take my hat off to the director and the cameraman. What an outstanding job they've done the last few weeks here.
They certainly have.
Good job, guys.
Bad, Black, and Beautiful continue to go to double team on
Tina Moretti.
And take a look, it looks like Tina Moretti is bleeding from the nose and lip. Count of 2. Tina Moretti bleeding profusely now from the nose at the hands of Bad, Black, and Beautiful. And Miss Linda is going to work on the Bad Girl. We got quite an upset here in the making. Oh, look at Miss Linda go to work. Wait a minute, what's Boogaloo Brown doing in the ring? Now, hold it, here comes exotic Adrian. Now the referee's getting him out of the way. Oh, look at Boogaloo. He has shot to Miss Linda. She lost the leverage. Bad Girl reverses. Count of 1, count of 2, count of 3. I don't believe it.
No.
Boogaloo, once again, 2 times you were disqualified up to your same old tricks, only this time it didn't get caught.
Well, hey, the nature of the business is for me to do my business. And my business is to win and devastate the competition. And that's what we've been doing all night, and that's what we're going to do every night.
You're flaming weird. That's not the way to win, I'm telling you. That's not the way to win. You ever touch Linda or even look at Linda again, and you
Hey, now wait a minute. Oh, now wait exactly what you deserve there. Adrian, now just take it easy, buddy. Just take it easy. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Hey, now come on.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, in this business as a broadcaster, it's your job to remain as neutral and unbiased as possible. But I've got to admit, I sure enjoyed watching Boogaloo Brown get what he's had coming to him for quite some time. I don't think somehow we've heard the end of Boogaloo Brown in Exotic Adrian.